It's a beautiful day. Good day for heart-centered life. Start with your heart, is what a friend of mine says. I love that saying. Start with your heart, okay? Return to your heart, all right? Return to your heart. That's a beautiful message. I've got a song by that title that I'll put a link to it on the comments section of this, all right? Return to your heart. If you get away from it, start with your heart. Heartcentration. Okay, now, a lot of these videos are about escaping the middle mind. Okay, the middle mind is just noise. And in my book, Transformation Games, I call it pseudo world. Okay, and it's a fake world. And you don't have to be living in pseudo world. Pseudo world is the realm of the middle mind, and it's got the news, and it's got the trends, and it's got the advertisements, and it's got the BS, the belief systems, okay? It's got all that, and it's pseudo world. You could call it false evidence appearing real, a nice acronym for fear. False evidence appearing real if you're looking at it, or if you're believing it, or if you don't know that it's just a bunch of noise, okay? So pseudo world and the middle mind are related. You can see them every night on TV and the news, and it's all a construct, okay? So pseudo world is what they say, you know, the pundits and the preachers and the newscasters and the world view and the newspapers. It's the world's BS, okay, belief systems, okay? Yes, it's the news. It's also a set of middle mind values. You could call it the mass mind, okay, values. Well, what's important is having this, that's important, everybody should go for that, you know? And if you're, you know, a musician, you're never gonna make any money. You know, all these belief systems from the mass mind, they're BS, okay? And their values, you know, you gotta go to school and you gotta work hard, or whatever their values are, creates this pseudo world phenomenon. And it's also composed of your BS, your belief systems, okay? Things you were taught when you were young from their BS, right? Things that you learned from books, okay? And you get to choose what of your BS you want to keep, and just keep the bright side, I think, is a good idea. But what I want to talk about today is morphic fields. So in all of this thought matter, the middle mind and all this stuff, the news, there are morphic fields. And a morphic field is a clump of thoughts. And it has been energized, it's a belief system, by a million minds, maybe for 1,000 years. Okay. Some morphic fields I choose to obey. You know, stop signs, traffic, gravity is one that I can't quite overcome. Although I've seen people levitate, you know, it can be done. It's just, I haven't taken the time. Some morphic fields you want to believe because they're useful. It's called common sense, okay? Other morphic fields you don't want anything to do with. So understand these fields. But I don't think you should fight against morphic fields. If it's a morphic field or a belief system that you don't want, just don't have it. Because if you don't have it, it's not true. Heisenberg proved that years ago with the observer effect, all right? So you can be free of these morphic fields, all right? Now, we are a morphic field. All of you guys who watch these videos, we are a morphic field. We are a morphic field of positivity, we're blissing up, we're bringing down the light, you know? We are a morphic field. So we're a new morphic field. And there's not millions of us yet, but there will be, okay? So please share these videos and invite people into our morphic field of staying in the present moment and knowing that everything's okay, all right? And our belief systems that we share, okay? And also, you are a morphic field. So instead of trying to fit into their morphic fields, like, oh, I need to be accepted, you know, and I'm a musician, so I've been wanting to be accepted into some musical morphic field, or, oh, I'd sure like to get a contract or, a gig, and I'd like to be accepted. Well, no, not anymore. I'm just a morphic field. I don't need to be in somebody else's morphic field. You are a morphic field, okay? People will want to be in your morphic field. You don't have to join another morphic field unless you like it. So be careful of what morphic fields you join. So if you were to join the group that is, studying the effects of venereal disease among salamanders, for instance, okay? They really care about it, and they're focusing on, the salamanders. There's a lot of disease with these creatures, and, it's getting worse every day, all right? The more we look at it, the worse it gets. So please send money to us so that we can stomp out salamander illness. So these morphic fields that get to fighting against stuff, if you don't believe in their cause, don't believe in what they're saying. But did you know the statistics show that teen pregnancy is up? I mean, we're fighting it as hard as we can, but it just keeps getting worse. The more we focus on it, it just keeps getting worse. Okay? So this is happening with a lot of morphic fields. All right, so be careful which ones you join, because it is a powerful belief system and you will get sucked into it and be a part of it. So I like our morphic field here, where we're always looking on the positive side of things. And you might be in morphic fields that feed the hungry and take care of people, and there's a lot of love involved in that. And if it's giving you love and you're giving love, by all means, stay in that morphic field. But do know that when a large group of people focuses on what's wrong, they energize what's wrong and it becomes worse. It's just quantum physics. Energy follows thought. What you focus on expands, okay? And the observer effect, what you focus on becomes true. All right, because all the subatomic particles behave according to the belief system. So be careful about morphic fields. Be your own divine morphic field, so that when people are around you, they're like transported up to heaven or something, They don't even know why they're so happy, but you're a morphic field, okay? And we are a new morphic field here, doing our bliss stuff all the time. So bliss up. If this works for you, please share it with a friend and invite them into our morphic field of happiness. And please subscribe and get these videos every week. If you like it, please hit like. And if you want to play transformation games with me, it's a way to help this work go forward. Join me on patreon.com. Okay, and all my music is available for free download on purplemusic.com. Thank you so much for joining me. We are a new morphic field, radiating love, happiness, and joy out to the planet. Thank you.